Hey there, good morning. Happy Worth It Wednesday. Every Wednesday, our team sends out a principle worth learning, a question worth answering, and a recommendation worth taking. We call it Worth It Wednesday. If you want to get on this email list, you can sign up at pathforgrowth.com. Today's principle is that a leader's sense of vision can either be a blessing or a burden to their team. So you want to start with the good news or the bad news. So let's start with the bad news so that we can end with the good news. How's that sound? So this is vision as a burden. Listen, if you are an impact-driven leader, there's a pretty good chance that you're incredibly creative, that you think about your business, about your organization, about the opportunity to impact people a lot, that you have ideas about potential opportunities, potential projects, potential ways to more unleash people's potential things that you can offer to the people you serve. Probably just about every time you get on a treadmill, take a shower, and get in your truck. Are you that person that is always coming up with ideas and always creating opportunities? Well, we talked about this in a podcast episode recently, that oftentimes one of the greatest hindrances to a business is that a leader's ability to create opportunities massively exceeds their ability to sustain them. And I bet that's true for you. And so the way vision can operate as a burden is you never put any reins on that creativity. And you are literally just this walking tornado that everywhere you go, you spout out ideas, and who knows if they're the right ideas or if they're the best ideas, because they're your ideas. And so your creativity just comes in and it just essentially blows up a room. And I'm not saying blows up in a way that feels bad for people. No, people get excited because they get wrapped into the whirlwind of your energy and your creativity and your ability to cast vision, your ability to paint a future that doesn't yet exist. But the thing that you destroy whenever you walk around like that is you destroy any opportunity for the people on your team to have a sense of focus. And sustained focus, sustained effort is the price of impact. And so therefore, people join the team and they say, man, that leader is just amazing. They're just incredible. They just have so much energy. But then they're in the team for 2, maybe 3 years, and they look up and they're kind of depressed, and they may not be able to pinpoint why, but I'll tell you the reason why is because they've never actually gotten anything meaningful done, because their attention constantly goes this way, then it goes this way, then it goes this way, then it goes this way. And then the leader becomes depressed too, because they look up and they say, I'm working so hard, I'm applying all this energy, everyone's clapping for me, everyone's saying well done, but I don't feel like we've actually gotten anywhere. Because instead of moving 20 miles in one direction, they took one step in a billion different directions. You hear how burdensome that can be? That's vision as burden. What is vision as blessing? A leader and the people that they trust most to inform the best interest of the business get into a room and they honestly assess, what are our strengths? What are our opportunities? What are the passions and dreams that we have for the future of this thing? What is the impact that we want to create in the world most specifically? What are the things that we would just be so excited being a part of for the next decade? What is a way that we can add so much value to our customers and to our team and to our families that it would turn this business not into a job, it would turn this business into a thrilling adventure, that although there's mundane things that we have to do, we know that they're connected to a goal and to a finish line that we deem worthwhile, and so we are willing to move forward every single day. And not only are we willing to move forward every single day, we know that there's going to be good things that come up, but we're going to say no to some of those good things because this thing that we're about to define, it's the best thing. And until there's irrefutable, incontrovertible evidence that this isn't the best thing, we are not moving from this march. And so they get in that room and they decide on what that vision is, both qualitatively and quantitatively. And they say, here's how we're going to measure the vision, but not just how we're going to measure the vision with regard to a number, although metrics are important. They're going to say, let's describe the future, because they know we are human beings, and as human beings, we are one of the unique species on the planet that can literally imagine a future that doesn't currently exist today. Just mind-blowing. And so they're going to exercise what it looks like to catch vision, and then they're going to roll it out to the team. And in rolling it out to the team, they're going to cast vision. And these are some of my favorite meetings to be a part of. I get to do these with our team, but then also I get to do it with other teams around the country as leaders roll out their vision. And you start to see people's eyes literally light up. You start to see their eyes, as Ben Zander would say, start to shine. And the reason why you start to see their eyes shine is because they become so excited and enthralled and engrossed in the fact that instead of being someone that is just making mediocre deposits in a billion different accounts and therefore fearing that they'll never have anything to actually withdraw upon, they've finally been presented with one account that if we all deposit into it every single day, not only is it going to create a return for each individual person, but it's going to create a compounding overflow for their families, for the customers, for the business as a whole, for the brand. And how can you not get excited about that? That's vision as a blessing. But what does vision as blessing require? Well, it requires outrageous discipline. It requires a leader to say, I'm going to take all this creative energy that I have and I'm actually going to focus on it. And it's a lot less, in some ways, sexy. It's a lot less celebrated. It's a lot less wow, because once you choose the vision and once you've got that march that you're on, you no longer get to walk into rooms and blow things up with your creativity. But that's okay, because you're investing in the long-term compounding return of pursuing something that you deem worthwhile. Y'all, it's your choice. Your sense of vision can either be a blessing or a burden. Let's be a blessing. Y'all, thanks so much. If you want to get on this email list, you can sign up at pathforgrowth.com. It's called Worth It Wednesday. We'll see ya.